a sad news, terrible one, and it seems to be sort of the pattern. Although maybe because they are popular, that's why people talk about them, and whatever happens to them becomes public. I'm talking about veteran Nollywood actor Amaechi Muonago. He has publicly solicited help as he opened up about battling stroke. In a video that you're about to watch, he said the reason he did not publicly disclose his illness was because he did not know he did not know it would last this long. He thought it was something that he could handle by himself. That's because a lot of people have said so many things to them, like, you guys, you're always asking for money. Why don't you take care of yourself? Why don't you do this and that? And, this sort of keep them quiet. They do not want to be ridiculed. But he said there is no way to handle this. He said, I am sick. This thing that is called stroke caught up with me. I want you guys to listen to what he has to say, and we'll talk more.
By the grace of God, a Nollywood star. You are correct. I am sick. This thing that is called stroke caught up with me. I was lucky. I wasn't driving. So from there, they rushed me to hospital. The first hospital was in Navy, where I spent some 2 months. And I was referred to teaching hospital here at Navy. And here I am. In that set, I was with a mechanic. Patients also come. Rita Edochie and Abel Okaro. We did it for 6-7 months ago. And at the end of that moment, I was to enter my car when I was struck with this problem. And since then, it's getting worse. Right now, I cannot move. I walk on my own. On my half of left hand is paralyzed. So it's a problem to me. I'm so sorry I didn't make it known to the public early, because I didn't know it will last this long. But as it is now, I'm calling on well-treated individuals to come on my assistance to see how they can help me. It's paralysis, half of my body. This leg, for example, this hand, for example, is not movable. And the leg sometimes is swollen up, that I find it difficult to even move it a bit. So that is the problem I'm having. I need assistance. Because ever since then, I've been spending money, paying for hospitals, bed, paying for drugs, because they don't have any drugs here. It's unfortunate. So I need a help. Anybody that is touched that is really my fan. This is the time, if I open my chest, I can confirm certain things. Come and open it to 3 months for this particular hospital. And I've been to other hospitals. So, because like I said before, I was thinking it's a week something or a few days something. I will go and come back. So very prolonged. So I didn't make it public, make it known to people. So this is why I am calling all my friends, both inside Nollywood and outside. And this is the time they will help me.
You heard him. He said he thought it was something that he could handle by himself, but it has now become much more. He has spent 3 months in the hospital and he was referred to teaching hospital in Nollywood. And he has been there and he is soliciting for help, asking to be helped. He said he was on a movie set with Emeka and Patience Ozoko, Rita Edoche, and Ebele Okaro. I was about to enter my car when I was struck with this problem, and since then it has been getting worse. Just imagine how these things probably has been getting signs of this, but it wasn't what. And there are times that the stroke might not give you that serious signal. It could be mild headache here, a little bit of numbness and some throbbing in your chest, and you'll be like, what's going on? Majority do not go for cross-checking, check-up and all of that. Majority do not. And also lifestyle, consuming of certain, you say, oh, my grandfather drank this at the age of that. You are not eating what your grandfather ate. And many other things. We just have to be careful. Many of them are going through this at this time, at this age, and their issue, the problem is related. Their problems oftentimes are similar. The other time, another actor came up with, I have this problem, I have this, can you help me? And Mr. Ibu, I'm talking about Mr. Ibu has been going through his own for a long time. This is, I think, the third time that Mr. Ibu will be coming out seeking for help. First, he said he was poisoned, then it appeared like he wasn't poisoned, and now here and there. Both of them, I'm talking about those that have, impacted the Nollywood industry. Mr. Ibu is where he is. He's also asking for help. He has issues with internal organs, liver, kidney, this, that, problems here and there. And now, Mr. Amaechi is crying out for help, saying that I just finished on set. I was about to get into my car, and the right side of his body got paralyzed, like it's a serious one. He said, right now he cannot move. I cannot walk on my own. Half of my leg is paralyzed. My left hand is not movable. So it is a problem for me. I'm calling on well-spirited individuals to come to my assistance to see how they can help me. It is paralysis, half of my body. Half of my body. And, I know that there are people who have been able to overcome this stroke paralysis, but the arrow is already seated inside of them. It's difficult. I use the word arrow, not to indicate that it's something spiritual, because a lot of people often will say, oh, it's spiritual, there's something in the industry. Of course, there's something everywhere, not just in the industry. But when you age to a particular, there are certain things that needs to be dealt with, looked into. The man is going through a lot right now. Stroke is not easy. To get the rest of your body working, functioning, is not easy. It's like dead. Half of the face, half of the hand. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. When I say terrible, it's seriously terrible. So he is crying out to everybody out there to help him, like bills and how to get out of this condition. It's a terrible thing. Some of them pass away after some years, after the help and all of that. Maybe in 1, 2, 3 years after he has gotten the thing, he will just sleep, and one day they will say there is a blood clot somewhere. It's terrible. It is terrible. Blood clot somewhere. It's a terrible thing. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this one. Now that he has cried out for help, soliciting for assistance, asking for well-spirited individuals to come to his aid. I know that the industry that he belongs to, they have Actors Guild, and maybe they've done one or two things for themselves. And to conclude, I think it is important that actors, I mean, those who are not, who do not, who probably will not live on pension, there is something that is important for everyone to get. It's called insurance, life insurance, health insurance. Every of this is now important for these actors so that there will be a limit. I mean, if you have health insurance, your mind will be at rest. Your mind will be at rest, and it's important. This is important. You don't have to be an actor or something. Go for a checkup. It can happen anytime. Stroke or any terminal disease or something. What do you think about what he has said? Drop your comment.